the absolute priority period. We cannot afford losses. The conflict between us Shogun's army getting months by the day, we prioritize the stability of the rear guard.
Understood. I will think of a way.
We have a fresh supplies in hand, working on expanding. We appreciate that the last hour has been hard for all of you. Things are going to get better.
We're expanding the army? Oh, that's great. Whoever this mystery supporter is, they're doing us a great service. Huh? Teppei, what are you doing back on Watatsumi Island? Might I ask?
I'm the traveler.
Happy guests of our that's who. I'm under orders to escort them here.
Really? So are you what everyone's been talking about? Strength of 20 splits an arrow in 100 paces. Sword is diamond. That's you?
No.
Serious? What is going on? Rumors.
Long way. I must be here on pressing business, so I won't discuss further. Feel me if you have any time. Your Excellency, I'll leave.
Your Excellency, I couldn't help but overhear Okubo mention something about a third-party supporter? What was that about?
Not long ago, it's me saying that they wish for Watatsumi Island's effort. And they also offer us with a great deal of supplies. Thanks to them, we can finally start recruiting troops on the scale we need to confront the Shogun on the front line.
Can this mystery sponsor be trusted?
I am not without doubts. Watatsumi Island is hardly affluent, and these supplies are a much-needed lifeline for us. The sender's conditions were also reasonable. They simply ask us to dedicate ourselves fully to fighting against the Shogun army. Whatever other motives they may, we are at least on this. Let's consider them an ally. Naturally, we shouldn't let our... If you anything out of the ordinary, please report once.
Your Excellency, does this mean that the front line is gonna get her? I was at the hospital the other day, and everyone was better for some barbecued meat.
Don't worry. I've already made arrangements. Everyone will have their fill of meat. But to be clear, still no alcohol.
Aww.
That's fantastic!
I understand how hard it's been on everyone. The Resistance Army's rations have barely changed at all since the decree was first announced. Discuss this with the Logistics Division to see what improvements can be made. However, our supplies are still limited. I must ask patient. A victory is ours. When will the hunt decree finally end? That's the question. And I'm afraid of an answer. The mere of the vision hunt is baffling. The Tenryo attitude just doesn't to add up. And neither does the shows. Tenryo Commission's support for the decree come out of nowhere. And the show seems completely into the fact that it has actively caused a war. I suspect the Vision Hunt decree won't end until these mysteries are solved. All I can say is that the Vision Hunt decree is in force. We'll never give up our... To confront the situation that's me island and he's willing to fight with.
Yes, of course, I would give up.
Then here is the I hereby appoint you as captain of the Watatsumi Island Special Operations Unit. Fish 2.
Swordfish too?
Whoa, what? Swordfish 2? Is this the same Swordfish Special Ops unit that I'm thinking of? It's hard enough getting into a unit at the bottom rung, let alone jumping to one fell swoop. This is incredible.
Though this appointment is with convention, I firmly believe with your wisdom, courage, and you can lead your team.
So when do we take
Of Swordfish 2 currently on standby to the southwest, causing trouble down there, and we need a special unit to eliminate them and stabilize the rear guard. I have already written our appointment letter, which you'll need to show them on arrival. Once that's out of the way, please lead them in ridding the area of Ronin. The Special Ops unit comprises Watatsumi Island's eliters. Can be a little rough edges, but I have confidence that you will trust.
What about me, Your Excellence? Any battles you need to be involved in?
No, you're not.
I want to make a resistance too.
Of course. Arrange something and brief you.
All right! One successful coming right up. You may captaincy of Sword, but watch this, because this guy's way up.
Okay, sure. Well, be careful. Don't push yourself too hard. Well, Traveler, let's move out.
So, I am Swordfish.
Ah, you must be the new captain of Swordfish 2. Her Excellency briefed us in advance. Your reputation precedes you, and the appointment letter is all in order. But I still have my...
About?
Yeah.
I'll be straight with you. I want to know what it takes to lead us.
You mean, like, a duel?
Normally, a duel would be the quickest way to settle the question, but this time, we've got a better way. We're stationed here because of all the Ronin trouble in these parts. If you can get rid of them, we'll take that as your strength.
Sure.
Right, let's show 'em what you're made of.
Cleared out the nearby monster. No problem, no problem. Are you watching me?
Day!
Body and mind. My soul. My apologies. Yeah! The world.
Okay, seems like you can hold your own. The rumors are exaggerations, of course, but still, your abilities are admirable.
How can you say that? You're not looking at me.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kotoku, acting captain of Swordfish 2. I now formally cede the position of captain to you. Swordfish 2 awaits your orders.
Are there any other Ronin to deal with?
There are 2 hard-hit areas. This was one of them, but thanks to you, this area is now secure. Their only remaining stronghold is located at the shallows on the east side of the island. The ones over there are tougher, and there's more of them.
Kokumi said we need to secure the guard.
You got that right. Watatsumi Island is be fighting the Shogun's army on the front line. We can't let these guys mess up things at the rear. There's so many of them.
That's not all of them. 2 more camps near the camp we attack, Ronin in the others that'll cause us issue. They might decide to back up one of them and escape on the...
Then let's attack.
But Captain, that would put you in danger.
Ah.
If we troops too thin, we won't have enough men to do. It's too risky.
I'm fine.
Yeah, a traveler eats like these for breakfast.
All right, then. We'll deal with them all in one go. Rendezvous with you on completion.
There's only 3 of them.
It's my lucky stabilize. Guide you.
Whirling step. Sakura.
That should be them. You hurt, did you?
I'm fine.
Paimon wondering us going with Goku and Yoshihisa. Should we go on them?
Captain,
Yes.
Captain, the other 2 camps have been cleared. The entire rear guard of Watatsumi Island is now secure.
Great! We solved the Ronin problem and got everyone to look up too. But let's check with Kokumi.
finally done. He's bugging me for ages. Kotoku wouldn't until now.
What? No way could you have taken without the new captain. I was putting this team first.
Oh, come on. You were just being a cow.
Hey, cut the attitude! These guys, honestly, forget. Let's go.
Kokumi, Kokumi.
How was it? Did your initiation smoothly?
Without a hitch.
I'm playing it down a little. Kotoku and the other through your paces, I presume. But with your level of it, I'm sure it would park. Since you're back, I take it that Nin are now gone from Wami Island?
Yep, we share Shamu's bot.
Good. And we just need to make sure Chocobo keeps a close to prevent their research. Thank merit. You compensated for your work. Let me see.
Hey, where did
For
they
another
go?
promotion, I think. I gave him an assignment. He's taking part in a surprise attack against the Shogun's navy. He expressed a desire to be on the front line, so I honored his wishes. Now, speaking of assignments, I have a special mission to give you.
Special mission?
Yes, in between Watami Island and Taruna, there are signs relating to who fell in the Ark. There are little small islands there, often used as a transit point when supplies. Recently, however, supplies have started to go for no obvious reason. Strangers, the resistance passed by and reportedly found no sign of danger. I'd like to task you with getting to the bottom of this. It's not urgent, so there is no need to leave immediately. I suggest you take a few days to familiarize yourselves with the army, and also with Watatsumi Island. When Teppei returns, you can catch up with him. Then pick a day when the weather's good to set sail for the islands.
Is Teppei really gonna be okay? He has a tendency to dive into action with thinking things through. Oh, Paimon can't help but feel a little worried about. Oh, wait for him at the trains.
I don't worry. I'm not worried, Paimon.
Long to see. So, how's those 2 treating you? Long okay with everyone?
Well enough.
Well, you're in luck, because seasoned veterans got leadership tips. Their pay will boost morale while giving them a will act as an instant. Go the extra mile. It's also important to maintain strict discipline at all times. And finally, wait, what was it? What was it? from the Eye Publishing. It was a long ago. Believe how many dongos convinced my friend to let me pet.
You're seriously got a novel to tell people how to run an army? Pretty sure that being an army general.
Ha ha! That's where you underestimate me. That's right. I'm learning military management on the job now. Just like you.
You too?
That thanks to standing achievement in naval battle, I've officially been made the captain of my very own operations unit. It's a unit. Herring 1. You think? Pretty awesome, right?
No.
I spoke to Her Excellency, and she says our uniforms are in production. Let's collect them together. They're ready. I can't wait to put them on. We're really gonna look the part. Ah! Everything's going. Our mystery supplies have really helped around.
Will Paimon get ready for him too?
Of course. You're a recognized member of Tatsumi Island Resistance.
Wait, Paimon?
Captain, assignment has come in.
Thank you, soldier. They're on the double. All right. Oh. Soon. You'd better watch, partner. At the rate I'll overtake you.
In your dreams, mister.
I wouldn't be so confident if I were you. I'm at the top of my game right now. This is my time to shine.
I'm surprised that Tepe made a platoon. He's been working super hard. Let's go check out this on War Room. This should be the place, but something was right. It doesn't look like anything suspicious is going on. Could they be hiding? Let's see what we can find. These electro monuments look a little suspicious.
Switching electro character.
The threads of your fly in my hand.
A huge line! Was it driving electro energy?
Change. Back.
Chivalry will never die.
Embrace.
Glad that's over. As monsters go, that one was pretty tough. But what's a huge Thunderhelm girl doing here in the place? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, the atmosphere? Cause pine creeps. Anyway, thing is that it's over. We should probably get going. Uh-huh. Tepe, what are you doing here?
Wow. This is a surprise. I didn't know you were the ones investigating here. I just got back from delivering some supplies to the front line. I figured I'd stop by and clear any threats on the way back.
Are you alright there, buddy? You look slightly the worst, sir.
Fine. I pulled a couple of days ago. Well, let's see. On the way past, I heard that just arrived on the island, so I take a look. If there'd been some, I might have had the chance. So, it was you guys. for nothing.
Tepe, don't you think there's something strange in this place?
Mention it. There is something a little bit. Could be that the Tatarigami is palpable here, I guess. We're not that way from Orobashi's remain.
Urabashi? Who's that?
Look, there's the corpse over there.
Ah, it's a gigantic snake skeleton! Oh, it looks terrifying!
I've been exploring in that area, Paimon.
Orobashi was the one who brought our ancestors from Enkanomiya to the surface. That's the origin of the Watatsumi Island you know today. Our ancestors regarded it as a guardian deity. But during the Archon War, Orobashi invaded Yashiori Island. The Raiden Shogun came out in person and slew Orobashi with the Muso no Hitotachi. That same slash...
The Raiden Shogun created Musojin Gorge in one slash? Wow, that's pretty incredible!
Yes, but the Archon War was brutal. And Yashiori Island was completely destroyed during that battle. They say the Shogun lost something very dear to her along the way, too.
Oh. No, I know.
Since Orobashi's death, there has always been some animosity between Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate, but our different beliefs have nothing to do with why the resistance was formed. We only rose up to fight against the Vision Hunt Decree. When Orobashi attacked civilization, the Shogun stood up and put a stop to it. But now that the Shogun is stripping people of their ambitions with the Vision Hunt Decree, it's time for someone to stand up and stop the Shogun. All right, I'm heading back. I was just dealing with some of the Shogun's elite samurai, so I think I'm gonna take a quick breather, and it's on to my next assignment. You should report back to Sangonomiya as soon as possible. Don't stay here longer than you need to. Being around the Tatarigami too long won't do your health any good.
Take care of yourself.
Hey, don't worry about me. Peak condition.
Tepe's sure made some big progress if he's already dealing with Shogunate samurai. Paimon can hardly believe it. Let's report back to Kokomi. Kokomi, we're back! Oh, look, Goro's here too! What? They look serious.
Approximately how many people are exhibiting these symptoms?
I haven't had the chance to do a full count yet.
Kokomi, Goro, what's going on?
Some of our soldiers started showing symptoms of accelerated aging. I called them in for questioning and found out they'd privately acquired some secret weapons from our sponsor. Most of them are highly ambitious types, vehemently opposed to the Vision Hunt Decree. They've been using these new weapons secretly since getting a hold of them.
So that's why the war has been going unusually well. But risky secret weapons are not the answer. We must put a stop to it immediately. Goro, managed to acquire one of these?
Oh, most of the used to hand them over. So I did manage to get one.
Oh dear.
Know something about this?
It's a Fatui delusion.
So that means our secret sponsor is the Fatui?
Yeah.
But why would the Fatui do this?
Because they're Fatui.
Forget that. There's no time. Right now, we need to inform the whole army to cease using their delusions immediately. All soldiers who have shown symptoms are to be taken for treatment. I just hope we'll be time to save them.
Wait a second. Speaking of social symptoms...
Hey.
He can't have... let's go check on it.
Goro.
Oh. Hey, guys. What are you doing here?
Whoa.
Just a moment. Let me get up. Ugh. It's weird. I don't know where all my strength's go.
You're old.
Hmm? Oh, right. Yeah. I haven't had time to give you the full details. Well, I made a lot of great contributions to the war effort lately. Fighting the Shogun's army at sea, taking on Shogunate samurai all by myself, rescuing my comrades from an ambush. Things I never would have dreamed I could when you first met me. If only I were still. The stronger I am, the more I can do for the resistance. Wait a sec. Where's my secret weapon gone?
When did you start using it?
It wasn't long after you were made captain of Swordfish 2. I met these mysterious people. Said they were with our supporters. They gave it to me and said that as long as I have the will to become stronger, his secret weapon will answer my call. It's just like a vision, isn't it? Of course, I've never used a vision, so I wouldn't know the difference.
This is delusion.
Delusion? Oh God. Doesn't sound very good. So, what's the difference between a delusion and a vision?
A delusion drains the user's life force. I didn't know that.
Gosh. I suppose it's surprising that a mis weapon of unknown origin with its risks. I've been getting
Oh my
more
God.
and more tired over the past few days. I have this
The music.
strange sense of dread. At first, I was upbeat than usual for a battle. Didn't think anything of it. But today, I got back and suddenly my vision was going blurry. This is a real shame. There I was, thinking I was catching up with you. Guess I didn't see the favor of the gods after all. Would you do something for me? Oh, one forms are ready. Grab mine for me. Back here, and we get together.
I will.
What's that? Don't worry, partner. As soon as I've read, I'll be right as rain. Right as rain, I tell. As I've...
Hey,
The Fatui.
where are you going? Hey!
To base condition.
It's getting old. It's dying.
I've put out the order to seize all delusions. The vast majority are showing some loss of vitality, but nothing serious. Sadly, a few have been less fortunate.
Your Excellency, I need to establish a field hospital to monitor condition. The sisters are up in arms about though. They full well what a delusion. They still intend using them.
Okay, I'll leave you in the situation. I have to get to the front. This whole fiasco is to be a blow to morale. Hogan's army attacks, now scrambling to recover. It could well end everything we have achieved so far. What are your thoughts?
I'll go confront the Fui directly.
Nodris. The Sakoku is still in, so their deal must be produced with Inazuma's borders. To organize this operation this game, they will have to mobilize a huge amount of manpower and resources. They can't do it without local support. We have to stop them. We have to destroy where the delusions need. Sure to be heavily hit. It's dangerous to go alone. I'll take some troops with you.
There's no time for that.
Excellency, given the situation we were hard when confiscating the Fatui notice. If we spend any longer messes, they will get wind of our make their escape.
Very true. Let me give this some thought while investigating the delusion. The side must be included enough to transport or ensure the supply of raws. Many places meet these, and if we take the location the soldiers receive their delusion into account as well, I suspect this is likely to be the cliffs near the ocean west of Yashiori Island. I'm not going to stop you, but please be careful.
I will, Kokomi, I will.
We have lost too many courageous fighters already. I don't want to lose you too.
Oh, okay, let's go.
You mean to the delusionary? Really? You aren't gonna think it first? Huh?
Oh. It's okay. Ouch.
Order God.
Is this what delusions are? So much arrow.
For a swirl! Know my soul! Fight!
That's dangerous. We better watch our step or we might get hit.
I almost forgot. I need to explore this area. Wait, what? That's 3. Open sesame.
Intruder! Repeat the work of this.
You actually managed to find this place.
The promotion.
Congratulations. Barely 2 words in, and you already look like you want me dead.
Dude, you're manufacturing delusions.
Oh, so that's what this is about. I think you've got an idea. I know how this looks, but I'm just here to orders. Obviously not the master of this. You're supposed to be tough? What are you waiting for? Go get them. You're getting all work over nothing. You've changed. You're getting weak.
How can you say this nothing?
How can you call it more? It's the way of the world. Human life is worthless. They were always going to die, with or without a delusion. At least one gives them a chance to fulfill their ambitions. Do you have any idea how useful the Vision Hunt decree is to us? It took a lot of work to make it happen. Obviously, it was in our best interests. Good news is, our hard work is finally paying off. Generating conflict creates a big market for illusions. We just let the promise or draw in the weak for just a feeling of control of the world. In their life for some power. Pretty deal, don't you think?
The Fatui, the Vision Hunt? You find it all along?
From the outside, Inazuma looks pretty impeccable. But inside, it's a land of opportunity. With a little effort, we were able to break down from within. Eternity stretching out over a long time. Each moment within it becomes all the more fragile. Take your friend in the Resistance, for example. There's nothing you can do now. He's a lost cause. Like a bubble on the water. Beautiful for a moment, then total destruction. The more it takes from them, the more tightly they hold on to it. And the more incompetent they are, the more determined they are to fight it. It's such a farce. You have to see the funny side.
Don't you dare mock Taipei.
Hey, calm down!
Wait, are we gonna fight?
No!
What happened?
That's it. Just like that. Embrace the anger. Embrace it! The wrath of the gods fills his factory, and it feeds on your anger.
What's happening? Get up!
Yay!
Repeat after me. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Come.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, positive. Brain seems relatively unscathed. This is good news. It's as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here. Honestly, it was like you glued to the ground back.
something. Come your idea differently from first met you?
Am I? Maybe it's because the other shrine maiden. And I've always been that. People show you whatever themselves they want you to be. I know this for a fact. Every side of me is the real me. People just like to find things in all sorts of arbitrary ways. This is a human society. At the moment. And I'm doing as I please.
Quite follow.
Study here longer, my little. You'll see.
How did you save me, Yay?
Paimon was based on the traveler that didn't notice what you get Scaramouche for backs.
What if I told it was a seat from the Grand Shrine, and that I had the deer down on his knees begging for mercy in an instant? Would you believe me? Well, maybe you should be worrying less about that, and more about how exactly you're going to thank me, no? Some of your neural are less intact than I.
Thank you.
I didn't have to be so formal about it. Your actions, your words. The illusions are still on your mind.
Yes.
Didn't worry. The leader of Me Island took soups to clear the place. She's also issued a strict ban on the use of delusions across the whole army. Their stronghold exposed, I doubt Balladeer is stubborn enough to try and retaliate now on his colleagues' behalf. It'd be more trouble than it's worth. I must say, I would relish the opportunity to watch the Fatui getting a taste of their own medicine. Well, anyway, that's Ongona Mia Kokomi. She really did herself this time. I'd love another chat with her again in person. But alas, belief systems can be such a hindrance sometimes.
A hindrance? She'd really be saying the Gucci of the shrine?
Anyway, I'm only telling you this to stop you worrying, so focus on something I need to do for me.
What do you need?
You've met her, right?
You mean the Raiden Shogun?
I'm not talking about it. On her. You've
Who?
met her, yeah. Yes, the true Raiden Shogun, who meditates endlessly in the plane of
Oh.
Euthymia to preserve her being. Her name is A.
Are you saying that the one we met at the ceremony was just a pop, and the real Rogan is the one that did it later? And does that mean when the battlefield changed, so did the opponent?
There were some subtle differences.
Because this is the Raiden Shogun's eternity. Before pursuing the eternity of the nation, she had reached eternity for herself. The physical body will eventually turn to dust. She replaced hers with that of a puppet. And since the spirit is susceptible to erosion, she placed her consciousness inside her sword, where she remains in a meditative state, free from all disturbances.
So, that place that she carved open with her sword...
The plane of Euthymia. Essentially, the world inside her mind. A place that typically only allowed her existence. She shut herself off in her inner world, leaving all the affairs of the outside world to be dealt with by a puppet, who has a singular focus on the pursuit of eternity. This is the approach A has come up with for realizing eternity.
Zhongle also mentioned her, isn't it?
You mean Morax? It's been a while since I last saw him. A surprising decision by Liu as Archon. What a fascinating god he is.
It seems like the Raiden Shogun's approach solves the problem Zhang Li was facing, though.
Perhaps. Or you could take the view that she's acting like a little child, throwing a temper tantrum and locking herself in her room. Don't you think? The grand notion of eternity she once held has long since given way to the eternity of her own definition. And ultimately, her eternity is defined by fear. The fear of loss.
I'm still not sure what you want me to do.
The truth is, we are on the same side.
Yeah?
You want to save the people of Inazuma from the Hunt Decree. So do I. The only difference is that I like to save this and save A while at it. The key, plane of Euthymia A's inner world. Defeat her and you may well have to shake the Raiden's will.
So this plan? Abolish the vision decree? Not by talk out of it, or through an armed resistance, by hot inside Raiden Shogun's inner world?
You're a fast learner. This is the chance to get back on track. Otherwise, an eternity of darkness awaits.
Still have one question.
Don't you realize how special you are? Remember, the plane of Euthymia is where only she is allowed to exist. The fact that you could appear there tells us one crucial thing. That you had her interests. Perhaps as never seen an individual who is so predictable as of eternity.
No one else ever been there?
None. No one has seen the eternity since she fell away. In fact, no one even knows what it looks like in there. Your existence is more than just an opportunity. Very key to this. To that way. Well done, child. You did not deceive me after all.
I have one question.
Where are you going?
Anti-Shogun training. I prepared a special program just for you. Come along.
Ooh.
We're here? And what's mechanism for?
Think of it as a list that can provide in Shogun's moves. Right from my own memory, which means it should be accurate. Unless her skills have declined. Give you a chance to figure moves in advance, come up with a counter strategy. Be a big help, don't you?
Yeah. Pretty smart.
So try to not get hit with the attacks. You've escaped certain dead once already. I presume this shouldn't be you can handle.
That was pretty smart. Anti-Raiden Shogun. Wait, what? Avoid. Oh, okay. I have to dodge her attack. I mean, the attack.
Nothing to fear. Solidify.
No. Okay. Okay. Now I get it.
What a
It was a little challenging.
So how come you know so much about the Dragon?
You mean me? Perhaps it's because I'm the Yellow Archon servant.
Oh.
What? Like Alan is to Barbados? Never guessed by looking.
Sounds like you'd be mated if you saw me in X form.
I'd like to see that.
In your dream.
I want to see your fox form.
More curious than appearance, the fact that she and I don't see each other anymore, wouldn't you say? A nation to last for all eternity is a dream that she both share. But I don't think that thing is complete status. At some point, she started going down a path that became increasingly difficult for me to join her on. You know, Amy said goodbye to me before forced into the plane of view. Perhaps it's just my wishing, but I think she did deliberately. Her way of keeping our eternal. By neither saying goodbye nor seeing me, our relation remained forever house, and at least.
She has taken a very one-sided view.
Since we've lived on two very paths to eternity, I can either continue to maintain this flow or do what it takes to bring her back on track, regardless of the cost. I have chosen the latter because if stubbornly isolating herself in the plane of euthymia is her idea of eternity, then my duty as her eternal servant is to drag her back out of her own head and into the real world.
Aw, Miko, you sound like a great friend.
I'm only telling you this so you can understand my plan. Could you spare the sentiment at the time being? Anyway, it's enough chit-chat. Time for anti-Shogun training 2.
What, there's phase 2?
There's a part.
There's a part 2! Oh my god, show me what you got, guy.
We're finally done. How did we do?
You did quite admirably. I could see your determination and your hard work.
So, do you think we're ready to beat the Raiden Shogun now?
How do I put this? You're no match for her at all.
Wait! So all the complete waste
You most important part. I'm doing. I don't think I'd leave you a chance to win at all, do you? Speaking of travel, what do you think of the resistance chances?
Be honest, I don't know.
You're hardly right. Perhaps the occasional Shogun's army and but at least the Raiden Shogun herself, considering even their hands have been taken from them and embedded in the statue, they're ultimately quite helpless.
You don't have to be so blunt. The Traveler's the captain of Swordfish too, you know.
I don't mean to belittle them. On the contrary, it's precisely because of helplessness, because decisions have been taken from them, that their will is all the more precious. But goes according to plan, they may yet be helpful.
What's the plan?
Good. Is that the time? I have received today. Talk more back at Murakami Shrine.
All of this entertaining guest. Hyman's struggling to understand how to work.
Okay, I can talk here. You asked me about... And I've been mulling it over a long time. Before one plan, the most important thing one must do.
Huh. Oh, no. What is it?
You must understand the situation you are facing. The Vision Hunt decree was obviously devised as a means of manipulating a shogun. The ones behind it knowing full well her susceptibility as a puppet, with a single-minded focus on eternity.
The Balder confirmed this.
Yes, this is the strong evidence we have. No. Know that every after the Vision Hunt promulgation and execution, enthusiastically spearheaded by the Tenryo Commission from the outset.
Luca was saying that they submitted a petition against the Vision, the Tenryo Commission blew it straight away. Negotiation.
The Kanju Commission betrayed the shogunate long ago.
Yes, it's all too clear. Both the Tenryo and Kyoto commissions are in some of collusion with the foolish humans, blinded by their greed.
That angle.
Thus, the current situation is that our Fatui antagonist is still at large, has the two rogue wrapped around their finger, and is distilling delusion and shadows. Unfortunately, given that said antagonist is under the two commission and Shogun, it would be rather hard for us to track them down.
What should we do?
It's easier for us to start with some Inazuma. So my plan is to sign in the Tenryo Commission.
Ben, what are you talking about? After everything you just said, it sounds like the Tenryo Commission has rebelled already.
When I say rebellion, I don't mean betraying the shogunate. I mean inciting a certain someone to betray the Tenryo Commission. If we manage to concur, I'm sure we'll be able to get an audience with the right one.
Don't be so coy.
I'll give you a clue. He's currently in charge of the army, visits the shrine every month, and a guest today. She also appears to be standing right in you.
Oh, Ojo Sara.
But muscle, you've got some nerve up here in the shrine. There's an active warrant at rest. Don't even think about anything. Send her now. With me to headquarters. Seize him!
Affirmative.
Dr. Sara!
It seems that you're f***ing. This Grand Commission. The force here is forbidden. Before proceed, would like to face charges for dishonoring the shogun,
Ugh. Guji-ai, please tell me you are not sheltering a wanted criminal here.
Just friends. I don't see what sheltering has to do with it. Tell it's to leave. Things to discuss.
I'll be outside.
As you wish.
We've been outside. They're already outside.
Guji, yeah, I'm a little curious. Does it not dishonor the shogun to hide a wanted criminal in her grand shrine?
You're the same as ever, Kujo-Sara. No one can match you when it comes to loyalty to the shogun.
As a servant, loyalty to the shogun is my duty. As a warrior, I dedicate my life to follow the way of the shogun.
Even though she one day sees your too.
The Vision Hunt to the shogun's chose, and I question it.
Huh. It's tragic. Such whole devotion, meaningless by circumstance. Have you been kept dark? The only one light.
Ooh.
Guji, I need direct. Exactly what you mean.
Vision Hunt decree is part to a plot to bring it to its knees. And yours, the Kujo Commission. They're the ones keep from reaching the show.
The Kujo clan betrayed it?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Guji Yae, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. The Tri-Commission is the Shogun since ancient times, and remains absolutely loyal to this day. Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, I have seen and heard nothing but devotion toward the Shogun at every Tenryo Commission, especially from the head clan, Kujo Kayuki. He reveres the Muno Hitotachi more than one. My respect for the Shogun in comparison is. Could he ever even dream against the
Come here in 3 days. I'll show you the evidence. As if there's one thing I know very well. We'll believe whatever they believe. Some things you do not see, simply because you do not wish to look. And so, it falls to me to place the truth before your eyes, in all its ugliness.
3 days? I'll be here. But if I don't see any evidence, I will demand a formal apology for slandering the Kujo clan. Also, have to come with me.
Wonderful. And I'll see you in 3 days. I do it very much.
Why is my character smiling?
That was so spooky. I'm not expecting to run into Zara here. Miko, mentioned evidence in the Real Commission's hand and good, or
Why are you asking so many questions? Of course not. I just say something because I really wasn't convincing her.
not entirely unexpected.
As plans go, changing the deity's mind is a huge gamble to begin with. We can't expect to be in control of every last detail when we're facing off against God, can we?
Okay, but what do we do though? We have 3 days.
If we want evidence, we need some help. Now, it's me. We awaken the professional.
It's the professional. Ooh, this story is long. No. No. There's no way.
That toy Tanuki just turned into a human! What's going on? Paimon's never seen one of these before.
Are you?
Not a Tanuki. I'm Uchina. I'm so tired. If I don't get enough sleep, it'll stunt my growth. Is this the professional you were talking about? She doesn't look like a professional at all.
She is a Shiu Matsuban, a genuine ninja.
Wow, a ninja? So, with one of those legendary ninja transformation techniques? Hey, what's Matsuban?
It belongs to the Hero Commission, secret unit under Sato Ayato. Kamisato Ayato and Yashiro Commission are neutral parties, so I have no right to give orders to the Shiu Matsuban. However, convincing their most chronically lazy member to help us is well within my abilities.
She is still sleeping.
Here's what I need you to do. Go down and find evidence of the Tenryo Commission's bill. It would not be appropriate to be seen there myself.
Make it sound simple, but
I have no idea what I am looking for.
Oh, thought you would have figured it out now. All right then. Complete outsider doing the inner working Tenryo Commission is not impossible. But since the three missions work together to serve the Shogun, they have a close relationship. Someone from one of the other commissions might have an easier job of figuring out what they're up to.
The Yashiro Commission.
Now you're following me? The Shogun's army hasn't given up on their search yet. With the help of this Shiuban ninja, I'm sure you'll be able to run with your friends. Don't forget on a tight schedule. Be sure to bring the evidence in good time.
Toma! You there? Yes, we're back!
Toma!
What brings you here?
I have ninja.
Did you meet with the Resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me to come out yet?
Not just yet. We saw people patrolling on our way here.
So, it's still not over. I guess you came here because you have something to discuss? I'll get someone to call for Miss Kamisato. Bear with me for 1 second.
I see. You have been through a lot since we last met. I understand. You need evidence of the Tenryo Commission's betrayal. Let me think. Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. The Shogun's army has been at war with the Resistance for a long time now. But once has the Shogun ever inquired about it? I used to think they simply didn't care. But looking now, we're a problem all along. The Tenryo Commission's report to the Shogun.
What do you mean?
Tenryo Commission presides domestic military affairs. Never had any intent on concealing information in their reports. We would have no way of knowing.
Sai is still sleeping.
Meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt decree poses no threat and would stick to her origin. If we had access to reports, it would confirm everything.
But as the only person who wants to access that official documentation is Kujo Takayuki. It's heavy too. Even Sayu's help, the document from under his is no easy task.
If there was a way we could hack the guards just enough.
A distraction, you say? We've done this before.
Yoimiya's fireworks!
That's a very Toma-sounding suggestion. But it's a reasonable one. The statue of the Omnipresent God is right by the mission. If someone set off fire near the statue, they certainly wouldn't. They were preoccupied with Sai infiltrate the Tenryo and make the report, as well as any other find.
Great! I'm getting closer and closer, a free man again. It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat down and talked like this.
Not been quite that long.
Well, it certainly felt like it to me. I've been looking forward to seeing you again every day since I got here. This tea house used to be my favorite hiding place, but now I've honestly lost track of how long it's been since I last set foot out here. Oh man, I want to go to the hot badly.
Toma.
Let's the issue at hand. The sooner the decree is abolished, the sooner Toma will be free. This was a reunion of but there's no to catch up. Celebrate properly all over.
Oh, let's play the hot again.
You're still?
The Tenryo is heavily guarded. Be careful when you get. Let's meet afterwards.
Right. First, the Hanamizaka Academia.
Toma. sister got her vision.
Yoimiya! We need an extra large firework. The super duper big kind.
Extra large work? Into the right person. How does it happen? It is really one just a couple of days ago. So powerful. Haven't found anywhere you can get that yet. May as well give it to you. Let me know how it out. Forget. Move away from it after you lose and to avoid burning. Also, it's best that your ears.
Why did Paimon feel so nervous all of a sudden?
Don't worry, it's just fireworks. Fine. What's the worst that could happen?
We'll give it a try. Thanks, Yoimiya. Well, we got our distraction. Now we just need to wait for.
Perfect, perfect.
A blade embracing.
Pretty much how I thought. There are loads and loads of people. If one of them spots me, I'll get caught. We need to get rid of them, or I won't be able to sneak inside.
You just have to trust Yoimiya.
After I get the document, let's meet back at Komari Tea House, okay?
Okay.
Also, if I do get caught, please come rescue me.
Aww.
Is this really a good idea? Anyway, let's make our way to the statue. Careful does it. Watch out for guards and don't get caught.
Wow, what a lag.
Take flight!
Well, how did it go?
We lit the firework and ran away.
Well done. Let's wait for news from Sayu.
Oh, I hope she's okay.
No exercise helps you grow, but this was a little too much exercise. I feel so dizzy. Everyone is spinning.
What? You've been rolling for a whole day?
No, I can't sleep yet. There was something important I was supposed to do first. Oh, right, yeah, I got it. I didn't know how to find a document you guys were talking about, so I just swiped a whole bunch of stuff that looks suspicious. Here you go. I'm going to sleep now.
Lady, what yet?
Sealed envelope. Official report that the commission is prepared to send to the Shogun. In addition, we have correspondence with Tui. It seems that Kudiaya was right. They have been fomenting unrest behind the scenes. This is ample evidence. Please take them to Kudiaya. I trust you will plan for the next step.
I will also gather some people to try and root out the rest of the Fatui and Inazuma.
Still, mind yourself when you face the Shogun. I still get goosebumps just thinking about her drawing that blade.
Again, we'll just have to trust Gujiai. She is close to the Shogun, so maybe she will have a way.
If Paimon remembers correctly, it should be done at a meeting with Yaimiko soon. Let's pack up our things and get ready to head to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Lady Guji, here I am, as promised. Rest assured I came alone and told no one this trip.
I knew you would keep us after all. I'm sure you've barely been able to take your mind off these past few days. Have you managed to get any sleep at all?
You're quite mistaken. I would never doubt the leaders of my clan. So, where is your proof?
Here.
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping their promises today.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what we had to go through to get our hands on this stuff.
Hand them to Sarah. She can examine them for herself.
What is this?
The brilliant lightning reaches out across Inazuma, displaying the eternal path of the almighty Nakarumi Ogosho. Okay.
I see this document bears the official seal of the head of the Kujo clan, and it doesn't look like a forgery. I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance, Sangonomiya, or the situation on the front line. What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line, or the hardship endured by the people? Do they deserve no mention? Utter disregard for human life. Why would they want to hide it?
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think the Shogun might reconsider her policy if all of the things just mentioned appear in the report?
So, the Tenryou deliberately did the Shogun?
Yes. Now, what else do you think might be bidding from the Vision Hunt?
I also have a confidential letter here.
This is from the Tenryou to the Fatui. The head of the Kujo clan is a secret from the two.
Well, the thing to see, but also not to see for you. Sure, you want to turn a blind eye.
Everything I've gone to. It's... How could they? Ugh, this betrayal is unforgivable! Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do!
Ooh.
Kujo-Sara seems pretty angry, huh? Looks like our Tenryou rebellion is successful way.
If we follow her, we might meet the Shogun.
Yep, let's catch up with her.
Hold on, traveler. There's something to discuss.
What is it?
Huh?
Last time the plane of Euthime was in front of the Omnipresence, correct?
Correct.
You must way to recreate circumstances today. If you can get the Shogun to open to you once more or the statue of the omnipresent god, you will have the opportunity you need. Take this with you as a farewell gift.
What is it?
The omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. I thought I'd put one aside.
Thank you.
If you find at your wit's end, take it out and see. Prayers will be answered, all your problems will be in the blink of an eye. Or if you out me during your journey, take it out, won't you? Who knows? Maybe I'll just end up right in front of you.
Box lady, it's the time or place poking fun at the trap.
Sorry. Then, time for my hopeless fool on you.
Blind loyalty. Free!
You followed me here? You've got guts, I'll give you that. Since you are a witness, I suppose I can shield you from arrest. At least until I have received an explanation from Takayuki. But if it turns out that you have been deceptive in this matter, then not only will you be arrested immediately, but you'll also be charged with one more crime. Do I make myself clear?
Perfectly clear.
Good.
Apologies, ma'am. Orders from the top. No one to enter.
Out of my way! Need to speak to him. I won't tell you twice.
I hope so.
Cutter.
Show me what you...
Summer swirl!
Go!
The bitter end. Hurry to the show!
Stop! Sarah, you've gone insane! How dare you disregard my orders?
Master,
Go on, ask him! Don't let him intimidate you!
Master Takayuki, I've seen the report to the throne and the letter to the Fatui. Please, tell me why.
So this is my documents when missing from headquarters. You stole them.
Should I take your words to mean that these documents were not forgeries? They were really penned by your own hand. Please tell me, Master. I need to know. Has the Tenryo Commission really betrayed the Shogunate?
Yes, I have dealings with the Fatui, and yes, the report you saw was penned by my hand.
He just came right out and admitted it!
The diplomats from Snezhnaya promised a very generous reward indeed. And all they requested of me in return was to see that the Vision Hunt decree is upheld. For too long, the Kujo clan's position has been coveted by so many. There is no shortage of clans who would tear us down at the first opportunity. So, when the chance arose to gain the backing of another powerful nation and crack down on our enemies at the same time, it appeared to me to be an excellent deal. I simply saw no need to inform you, Sarah.
But you worship Shogun. Betray her after time and act like a thing.
Betrayal? How can you call this a betrayal? The Fatui may think they are using me, but the reverse is true. What could they possibly hope to achieve? When the lightning strikes in Inazuma, they shall fall to their knees and tremble, paralyzed by fear and trepidation. After all, none can contend with the supreme power of the almighty Shogun, and so no Hitoshi.
She's just overconfident in her power.
He took the right in himself, but her power is a warrior, especially Sonohito Tai. In fact, he seems to be way too into it.
But Master, what about loyalty? Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, you taught me the importance of loyalty from servants to their superiors. But it's clear to me now that you wanted my loyalties to stop with the Kujo clan. So you were scared that I would betray you one day? You hypocrite! Preaching about virtue just to mask your own wretched selfishness!
Selfishness? I am but safeguarding the eternity of the Kujo clan.
Hate to say it, but his ego is getting in the way. If he thinks the Kujo clan is a match for the Tui, he's in for a nasty surprise.
Let's see what Gojo Sara thinks.
I've decision hunt decree in the past. I asked myself, is this truly the right thing to do? Even though it goes against I know in my heart to be right. But I chose to obey the Shogun. For as long as she leads the way, who among us is qualified to judge between right and wrong when we have not yet reached the end of the path? But now I realize that the path of eternity is one without end, while this path, it has long been defiled by your selfish ways. So I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this. If nothing else, my conscience will be clear.
Stubborn and futile. Report to the Shogun if you so wish. The Kujo clan's position is now unshakable, and nothing you can do will change this. The Shogun is at Tenshukaku receiving a Snezhnayan diplomat, a harbinger by the name of Signora.
Signora?
Signora's the one behind all this? Not her again! Way back in Rito, Lady Hiragi said something about the Kanjo Commissioner meeting with an arrogant-sounding woman. We should have known.
A diplomat from Snezhnaya? Well, if she thinks she's leaving Inazuma in one piece, she's got another thing coming.
Sara stormed off! Do you think she's gonna go barge into Tenshukaku right now?
Either way, we have a score to settle with Signora.
You can say that again! Alright then, let's do this!
Ooh. Ooh.
Have the Muso no Hitoshi, the people of Inazuma have nothing to fear. A self-evident fact. Yet Sara is blind to it.
Signora. Mission.
The way people charge in here as they please. So uncivilized. If I didn't know this was Tenshukaku, I might have mistaken it for some kind of street market. Have you learned your lesson now?
Yes.
Oh no! What has she done to Kujo Sara?
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not yours, Signora.
Then I apologize, Almighty Shogun. I know, you can't get me out of your mind. But you really don't need to call my name all the time. Don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. I'm aware that you hate with the way you follow me around. Dark.
You're trying to seize control of Inazuma.
Seem to expose my crimes in front of the Shogun. I'm just a Snezhnayan diplomat. I have no idea what you're talking about.
She doesn't take us seriously at all!
All who lost their visions.
Stop talking about people and things that I care nothing about. They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. But now, at least, they get to be building blocks in the grand revolution to realize eternity. Is that not the greatest honor they could hope for in their tiny little lives? Almighty Shogun, do correct me if I'm wrong.
For Ventis Genosis.
That's ancient history. You certainly love to hold a grudge. The Tsaritsa's dream is the noblest and purest thing in all the world. These other mundane details you insist on mentioning, they're just necessary sacrifices. That's all.
It's time for me to put stop to this.
You? Stop me? For what it's worth, I've grown tired of seeing you around as well. But I didn't have you down as someone quite so foolhardy. Before you go saying something you can't take back, remember that you're Inazuma's most wanted criminal. I suggest you consider your circumstances very carefully. Charging Shukaku uninvited, lecturing me in front of the Shogun wasn't the brightest move. Don't you think it's time you stopped digging? I'm not sure you realize quite how much distance there is between us, both in status and in...
I challenge
Okay, now he
to a
talks.
duel before the throne!
Now he can talk.
Proceed.
My, you're full of surprises today. So you've learned to make the law of the land work for you too, I'll admit that I never expected to be in a situation where the two of us were on equal footing. You are aware that the loser must die. Are you sure?
Yeah, I won.
Traveler!
Then I will deign to share this last dance with you, till death do us part.
Before the throne.
Alas, harbinger power, elegance? As you wish. Innocent boy.
Order guide you. Solidify!
You've got some on your hands on me. Harbinger power, some burdens. I will match my destiny.
Think you can bully me?
Oh, that music!
Lay waste to shell and witness suffering.
Don't whip me! Don't whip me!
Sakura swear. So strong, but how? I am a Snezhnayan diplomat.
You know what happens if you lay a finger on me, swear. If you strike me, I will make sure.
Oh.
The Fatui will make sure that your precious Inazuma... Stop! I order you! And you! Filthy rats! All of you!
You are the enemy of eternity. But as the victor, I acknowledge your honor. Therefore, I shall allow you to leave Tenshukaku alive.
Damn, that moves.
Raiden Shogun is let us off just like
What
right?
happened? What happened? What happened? What happened?
Oh, I feel suffocated. It must be Shogun's all nice.
Why am I walking? Why am I walking?
One strike of the Shogun and now is gone. How would she deserve? But Paimon still can't help but feel upset. Why are they doing it? Why are the Harbingers collecting all the no-seeds? Huh? Taylor, you got it right. Let's get a place. Paimon feels unsettled.
The Muso no Hotochi.
So, when the executed Senor Muso no Hitotachi, it was unbelievably horrible. It seems impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her in combat.
Yay, Miko's plan.
So, to recap, Miko wants to go back inside the plane of Eugenia by the statue of the Omnipresent God. Oh, but we'll be like glimpse of the slaughter, won't we? Oh, maybe we could put this plan on hold for a while? There's the sound of a rapping in the air. I can breathe. Traveler, are you okay? You're so silent.
It's so noisy outside.
A lot of noise from outside Tenshukaku. Has a flight out or something? Oh, I'm really nervous. Let's go see what the station is, shall we?
Oh. Oh, shoot.
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
Wait. Kazuha has an electro vision now. Hey.
So we meet again. Indulge my curiosity. What is the reason that I find you standing here before me once again? Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or was it simply a means of seeking an audience with me?
The two have deceived the reigning shogun.
Oh? Surely you didn't rouse me from my state of eternal meditation, only to tell me this. If so, then you underestimate me. I am quite well informed about the Vision Hunt decree.
You know everything that's going on outside.
Not so. Only everything that pertains to eternity. The Vision Hunt decree has my tacit approval. The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity. Otherwise, they would have been purged long ago.
But the Vision Hunt decree is damaging.
Individual ambition is inherently incompatible with eternity. What you might not realize is that all too often, people have far more to lose by chasing their dreams. Consider this. No one will lose their life on account of having their vision taken away. Rather, those who have lost their lives are the ones who insisted on pursuing their own aspirations, are they not?
Pepe.
Traveler, your existence is unique in my eyes. There seems to be limitless uncertainty in you. To put it another way, you are the furthest thing from eternity. So, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions. What matters is that I tread the path of eternity on my people's behalf.
This is your plan of Etimia. It's created by your consciousness, yes.
That's right. Huh. I'm surprised you understand it so well. Anyway, you're looking for a chance to shake my will, aren't you?
I'm not here to debate your ideas. I'm here to demolish them.
So be it. Well then, you who would defy eternity, time for you to enlighten me.
Oh, great. Round 2.
Excessive yearning leads to inevitable.
Dear me, aren't you cutting it rather close?
Yeah.
Miko, this was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you. Now then, close your eyes.
I hope we can abolish the Vision Hunt decree.
She doing it again with the sword.
Order guide you.
All 7.
Take flight!
Gather. Order guide.
My apologies!
That was a fight.
You've lost, eh?
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people, and in the power of their ambitions? These ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something that no one can snuff out.
It can be surpassed the gods' expectations.
Is this the lesson you learned from your journey in Liyue?
Yes, yes.
There are nations where humans cast their god aside and stride forward. So are we to just abandon the notion of progress for the sake of wishful thinking?
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. Eternity is the only way. When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every thunderstorm. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles? Irrelevant nonsense as far as I'm concerned. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever and ever. Isn't that right?
That would be something of an oversimplification.
But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change, it does nothing more than simply exist. It is a hollow shell of a nation. I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if such a nation were destroyed?
Miko, retract your words. Never changing eternity is the promise I made to my people.
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want your attention. Your divine gaze.
You mean visions? Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. They cannot afford to bear any extra losses. But I have experienced it all. That is why I have chosen to guide them along the correct path toward eternity.
But eternity is far too cruel a fate for you, eh?
For me?
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, but you have stopped paying attention to yourself. It must have been terribly lonely here, all alone, for centuries on end.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss, but have you considered all you are losing by remaining here in stasis for all eternity? You are obviously lonely, and yet, for the sake of eternity, you choose to stretch your loneliness out to infinity. Tell me this. Why is the sky here that was once so dark glowing again? Why now? This is your plane of euthymia. It's your inner world. So it can only mean that you are happy to see me again. You have found the loneliness here unbearable for a long time now, haven't you?
I have nothing to say to that.
But I have so much to say to you. Let me tell you all that has happened over the last few centuries.
How long will that take?
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory. I recall every detail of the last few centuries with perfect clarity. So it will probably take me another few centuries to relay it to you.
Miko, I never thought I would have the chance to meet with you like this again. Seeing you again is a change to eternity.
Since you are willing to admit that, I suppose that means we can still be friends?
What a childish conversation this is. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, I will honor your wish to abolish the Vision Hunt Decree. But, with regards to eternity, and the question of whether this nation should move forward, I need time to give it some thought.
You are the one who's been a child from the very beginning. As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope. But some ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true for all eternity.
Of euthymia. Vision and decree.
It's all thanks to you, Miko.
Oh, gotcha. I'm a worried, you know. Oh, Maze and Yaimiko going for us now is to thank God. Let's go find her.
You are troubled.
it isn't the triumphant traveler? And why might you be visiting the shrine? A sign of piety, perhaps?
I want to see you.
You literally told us to come meet you here!
I was just joking. I've been waiting for you.
Seems like someone's in a pretty good mood.
Mm-hmm. Catching up with an old friend I hadn't seen in years was truly delightful. By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with the Fatui Harbinger no less. Courageous and astute. I must say, I am most impressed.
It was a spur of the moment thing.
Defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that your strength exceeds my expectations. Still, you did end up victorious. I gather congratulations in order.
Sure feels good to finally thwart the Fatui plan for once. They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least, they didn't get their hands on another Gnosis.
Wait a second. Did you say Gnosis? As in, the little thing that looks something like a chess piece?
Yes.
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven. They're what keep them connected to Celestia.
Oh.
What's wrong?
I handed that over.
Oh,
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the Balladeer exactly?
Did you know this is long gone then?
The Balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of strength, he is superior to Signora. I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason.
You did... for once, Paimon just does not know what to say.
But why was the Genesis in your hand?
After I created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it. As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me, and I've kept it in the Grand Narukami Shrine ever since. She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celestia. Thus, the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of conflict. Is that not a good bargain, exchanging it for the one at the core of the plan? Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck a good deal.
When you put it like that, Paimon has to agree. The Traveler is worth more than a Gnosis.
No wonder we haven't seen the Balladeer since.
What's done? I think we'll be getting it now. Put the past in the past. So, anyway, you haven't told us why he's here today.
It's thank you.
Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip to come to an end, has it not? As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any questions you may have about the road ahead or the events of the past. What would you like to know about?
Oh, okay. About the Shogun puppet.
That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps she, as a god, is the only one privy to the knowledge origins. Still, there is one other thing on this topic that I suspect you may be curious to know. Before A began modifying her own godly form, she took it upon herself to create a prototype puppet.
So, you mean there are 3 Raiden Shoguns?
No. The prototype was merely a proof of concept. Its appearance and intellect were not based on A. It was a test. The original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps A thought this to be too cruel, because in the end she chose only to seal the power within it. Later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human male with his own consciousness, until the Fatui took an interest in him.
Ugh! Not the Fatui!
Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power, but very likely rendering him even more formidable than his original specifications.
Surely you don't mean...
Mm-hmm. The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession of the Gnosis, and the prototype puppet is now known as the Deer.
What is his story?
It. Who considers it's coincidence or destiny?
About the former Raiden Shogun.
I'm surprised a lander like you is aware that there was once such of Electro Archon. Few cities in Inazuma are aware of this.
Max told us that the Electro Ball has passed away.
The true matter is that there were twin gods, Bun Beelzebul.
Twin gods?
They won the Archon War together, and when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebul became her Kagemusha, or shadow. In other words, she acted as Baal's body double. Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both acquainted. Baal's name was Makoto. As far as the world was aware, there were not two, but one. They complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma jointly. No need for the public truth. And the name and the title of Raiden Shogun was understood to refer to both of them. Right up until...
Until what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in. Since then, A has assumed the shogunate.
Losing her sister must have been super hard on A.
Several hundred years ago.
That was when A began to change.
Yeah.
Makoto was her greatest loss.
Paimon feels like she understands A a lot better now after finding that out. So what kind of god was Makoto?
I didn't spend a great deal of time with her, but my impression was she was a gentle god, who in each moment cherished the beauty of what was before her.
Wow!
About my sister.
Sorry, I haven't a clue. I'm also unfamiliar with the god you describe. But if you still have doubts about A, I would say they are misplaced. Not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up her gnosis long ago, severing her ties with Celestia in the process.
Having met her, I don't believe she was the one.
That's good to hear. Otherwise, given that I'm her familiar, it could have made our relationship rather awkward, don't you think?
Don't worry, we aren't looking to pick a fight with you.
I wish you the best of luck. May you soon discover the truth behind it all. As for your sister's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to investigate it, and I will also borrow some of Ayato's people from the Shiumatsuban. I'll let you know if I find out anything. Consider it part of my means of thanking you.
About the next stop on my journey.
After Inazuma, I think it would be easiest for you to go to Sumeru.
Ooh, Sumeru! We've run into loads of scholars from there on our journey so far.
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom. Quest for wisdom and knowledge is never-ending.
God of wisdom. Is that a danger of...
But their obsession gives rise to some truly inexplicable things. For example, in Sumeru, knowledge is holistically managed as a resource.
Knowledge is a resource?
Yes. I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanali who came up with the idea.
Lesser Lord Kusanali? That's a cute name.
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru place their faith. It's their chosen term of endearment for her. I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her too. I wish you all the best.
I have no more questions.
Are you sure? Okay then. Oh, Traveler. Do you still have the Omamori I gave you?
Of course, I'll keep it in a safe place.
Keep it safe? Is that all you intend to do with it? There was is me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world, telling everyone who inquired that it was given to you by none other than Yae Miko, wise and beautiful.
Who in their right mind would do that?
Okay, I'll stop. Now, a question for you. Traveler, what is your ambition?
To be reunited with my sister, I guess.
See. But that is only a small goal, based on what preoccupies you here and now. Your ambition should be something that transcends the world below and the starry sky above. Something that shines in unison with fate itself. Perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered within you. It's a possibility. Continue on your journey, and maybe that moment will come to pass.
Yes, finally.
See that he stays safe.
I finally done it. Claim, claim, claim. Okay, I think it's time to end this video. Really long video. Bye bye, and I'll see you next time, or soon, or tomorrow. Make sure to subscribe.
May the blossoms of the sacred